All right, what's up everybody? We are at my property and we are getting ready to clear out what I want to be a food plot, hopefully this year still. It is March, what is it, 2nd?
Yeah.
2nd, here with Connor. He came out to help me clear this out. We've got a skid steer and a mini excavator, and we already started making some headway, but we figured we'd stop and do an intro. But it is like 65 degrees out. Couldn't ask for really much better weather. Not breaking a sweat. But we're making headway. It's gonna turn out pretty good. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Kind of starting from scratch of what this is. Just a bunch of thick, overgrown stuff. We've got at the end of a bedding area over this way, and so I'm trying to do this in the spring to let things settle back down and grow out and all that. But we got a lot of work ahead of us because this is just part of it.
Yeah, then we
The
still
other half is terrible.
Whole other half. That one's 10 times worse.
Yeah. So hopefully we can at least get this done. At least get a plot over here and make something happen with it this year. If we don't make it to the other side, because we're like always cutting it close on time. So hopefully we can get this done. But the mini excavator's been doing great. Skid steer's been doing great. So once we get everything torn out, we're gonna get the grapple on the skid steer. Just get everything scooped up. What I want to do with it is put a brush, be kind of like a blind side over, and we'll do a walk around later of what we kind of have an intention for this plot. We're going to do a blind side at this point of this finger here, so that way they can't see through and they have to go through around and create a pinch point. But yeah, we got a lot of work to do, so we'll kind of do a pants and watch. You guys can watch us fumble around on the machines a little bit. We don't want a bunch of criticism. We don't usually tear stuff out with it. We usually just dig holes and stuff with this stuff, not tear trees down. So but we're doing all right. How we doing, everybody? I am finally back here at the back plot that Connor and I have been demoing to make room for plot. We got it dissed the other day. Finally been waiting on some weather like this to get some spraying done. Got my Ranger rigged up to spray with an old ATV sprayer I had sitting around. Got a lot of some of this compare and save glyphosate, 41%. It was a pretty good deal at Menards, so worked out pretty good. I think it was buy one get one same price. So, but we're ready to spray. So I got 250 gallons on reserve. It's going to take quite a bit for this little 25-gallon tank. It's going to take a lot of gallons regardless, but 25-gallon tank and the ATV sprayer. It's gonna take about 14 passes, so we'll see how we do. We'll just start plugging away and get her done, and then I gotta be ready to plant some clover. right, just wrapped up spraying as much as I want to. It's getting really annoying. So I will give you a look at how that's about 2¼ acre food plot. See how it turned out. Hopefully we can throw in some before pictures, or maybe a clip of what we had from a video before we started demoing, and you can see what it turned out afterwards. Just wrapped up spraying as much as I want to. It's getting really annoying. So I will give you a look at how that's about 2¼ acre food plot. See how it turned out. Hopefully we can throw in some before pictures, or maybe a clip of what we had from a video before we started demoing, and you can see what it turned out afterwards. It's actually pretty exciting, but look at that. Left this little tree. I hope they use as a scrape. Plan on using that bigger tree for some tree stands, and really hope that it turns out to be a good plot. Gonna throw some clover in here, maybe some chicory as a good base, and then probably around July I'll throw in some brassicas and maybe get some extra stuff in here that they might like to have for winter time. But just really trying to revamp my property to where it fills the needs of the deer throughout the entire year, not just hunting season. But really hoping to get some good kills on camera looking from that tree to this scrape tree here. So I can't wait to see how that works out. But hope you guys enjoyed how this plot kind of unfolded from beginning of big just brush area to what it is now. I know I'm pretty stoked about it. Took a lot of weekends, but hey, that's what it's for. You just kind of keep trucking, and that's why we do this. Love to deer hunt, so may seem like a lot of work, but I hope it pays off in the end. So we'll get some footage of planting later. Might be seeding here soon, and then hopefully we can get some footage of maybe in a couple weeks stuff starts sprouting and really getting exciting. So we'll catch you then. What's going on, everyone? It is the morning of March 24th. And we are here at the new plot location that Connor and I have been working on. He helped me demo that first day, and now I've finally got everything cleared out, plowed, sprayed it the other day. It was a good day for spraying some glyphosate. We got her sprayed, and now I'm going to spread the clover seed. Well, it's a clover blend. I think it should be some good stuff. Got it from Domain, the wonderful guys at Domain. Got some Comeback Kid, and we're also going to blend in hot chick, and I'll probably have to do some more later. Probably fill some spots maybe around June or something that I see fit. But yeah, I'm excited. I don't know if you guys remember what this plot looked like, but it was all brush and stuff, kind of like what you see behind me. I'm hoping that this is going to be a good thermal cover bedding area. It kind of seems like they were using it when it was really warm. It got up to the 70s like 2 weeks ago and they were in there. And they also like to bed over the hill over in this area here. So anyway, we got about 2¼ acres of food here we can give them, and that's what I'm hoping we can do. So I'm gonna get spread out and enjoy the ride. Got her all bagged up here using the Champion bag spreader. We're gonna get her shouldered up and let her rip full of domain hot chick and comeback kid. Hot chick is a clover / chicory blend, it looks like, according to the ingredient list here. And comeback kid has 4 varieties of clover and alfalfa. Will provide high protein for forage for deer and turkeys up to 5 years. Let's hope so, because I don't want to have to plant this all the time. But we're gonna get her shouldered up and start throwing it out there. Let's roll. guy be in good shape. This is all he did for a living, is plant food plots with a walk through cedar on his shoulder. That arm just terribly out of shape. Man. Come September, we go elk hunting, that's gonna hurt. Getting our steps in today, folks. Holy cow. I've always seen them do it on TV, but I've never really had to use one of these cedars. I've never really had land to do this, but this last year, just before season basically, here in Illinois, I bought this property with my new house on it and didn't have time to do this food plot stuff for sure. But man, it's looking cool. Definitely, hopefully it's gonna be worth the work. But now what I'm gonna do is, here at this main big tree here that you see, I've got a scrape tree just in front of it here that's about 30 yards out, and I'm hoping they really use that as a scrape tree. That's my plan anyway. I tore out all the other trees around it. They're all junk trees anyway. And now I'm going to section this, I would say maybe half of an acre off, and kind of almost double seed it. Hopefully, if anything, if all else fails, if I don't have time to go over this plot some more later, to fill in the patches, at least I hope this grows in lush to where it brings them in close to that stand location, and we can get a bunch of deer on the ground for you. So I'm going to section that off now, and yeah, hopefully this all pans out. Seated up here with the domain comeback kit and hot chick. Did it with this Chapin bag seeder or spreader. Tell you, I'm not very impressed with it. It jams up a lot for some reason. It's not like the seed makes contact with it all the time, so I don't know what's jamming up about it, but probably the invest in one of those more so of a hard plastic style cedar rather than this bag. But plot's planted. Like I said before, I kind of doubled up on this area to really key in on making this nice and lush here so we can get some action this season if I don't make it back to fill in some spots. I'm hoping I can come back in probably June or something after we start seeing it sprouting up and how it's going to be, and fill in the gaps. I'm sure there's plenty of gaps, especially with this. But any note I would have about it is take flags, take little, utility flags or whatever, and mark out your distance from where you're spreading the seed. That way you can stay in a good line. When you're planting, 2 acres or something like that by hand, it's kind of hard to, even when you're in a vehicle or a tractor, it's kind of hard to figure out where you're going. Tracks aren't always going to tell you if you're right or wrong. So, yeah, next time I think I'll mark it out with something so I can get a nice steady seed application. But anyway, that's that. We'll come back in a few weeks. Hopefully we can start seeing some stuff sprouting up, and that'll get me really pumped. We'll check with you guys later.